ending the Try Guys' career at once. Ned Fulmer from the Try Guys was the talk of the town for the past few months. His illicit affair with someone he closely worked with was on everyone's lips. No one can stop talking about how audacious Ned was when he took the girl out on a date and made out with her in public. Unfortunately, this was caught on camera by one fan and went viral. This unfortunate incident cost him his career. He was fired from the Try Guys, never to be seen again in any of their videos. What's really cool about the Try Guys is that they're all famous for one thing. Each of them has a specialty that sets them apart from the others. Throughout the years, you get to know who they are. Ned, for example, is labeled as the family guy or the wife guy because everybody can see how much he loves his wife, Ariel. He constantly talks about her, and whenever there's a chance, he slips her name into the conversation. Some fans wonder how Ned found the time to cheat on his wife. They are always together. They launched a cookbook and had a podcast together. They're married and live in one house, so basically they spend the majority of their waking hours with each other. This is why some fans are skeptical of such controversies. All throughout their careers, the Try Guys have never been involved in any controversies or dramas that would put them in a bad light. But the thing is, the affair did happen. Ned and Alex Herring's cheating scandal has put everybody's job and career on the line. They were oblivious to the negative consequences of their affair on their personal lives and the people they work with. It was their choice to be together. They knew that what they were doing was wrong. It's just crazy to think how easy it was for Ned to throw away all the good opportunities that came his way. He was earning well through their videos, collaborations, and sponsorships. He had it all, from a loving wife and adorable children to a successful job. Until now, I couldn't wrap my head around the fact that he alone is to blame for his career's demise. And now I have some new information about Ned and Alex. Many fans are asking whether Alex is still working for the Try Guys, and what are the changes made in the Try Guys that now Ned is out of the picture. Many fans thought that Alex was not held accountable as much as Ned. They felt that she was equally responsible for what occurred. No one saw what was coming because Alex has a fiancé, and certainly she and Ariel have somewhat bonded over the years of working together. As a result of her poor judgment, Alex has dragged a lot of people into an unpleasant situation. Maybe the reason Alex has not been experiencing as much negative feedback as Ned is that she is working for him. It looked like she wasn't to blame because maybe she was afraid to lose her job if she rejected Ned, but Ned ought to have been the bigger man. He was aware of the consequences. He knew that with his choice, he would get the other guys in serious trouble. This would create uncomfortable situations in the workplace. This is the main reason why most companies discourage romantic relationships among their employees. Obviously, it would do no good to anyone, including Ned and Alex. Fans have been speculating about Alex's position on the Try Guys and whether or not it would have an impact on her job because Ned was already dismissed. Maybe Alex would also be fired, but it might not be that simple. There's always a chance that Alex would take legal action against the company for wrongful dismissal. In one podcast episode of Try Guys, it was clear that they were mindful of everything they said and did. With the kind of money they have, they could hire the most excellent PR people and lawyers. They've taken every step to make sure that nothing goes wrong. They knew that things could easily turn into a circus if one wrong move was made. This kind of scandal is never easy to deal with. First, a lot of people would be involved if this escalated. Second, there would be legal proceedings to follow. From the looks of it, they did not want to create more problems because of a misstep. Lawsuits are one thing, but what they hoped for is that they had been fair and square in making a very difficult decision. They had been working with Ned for a long time, and it was hard for them to let him go. It took a great deal of courage to come to the conclusion of firing him. Fans would think that Ned deserved this, but it's different for the other Try Guys. Ned was more than a co-worker to them. He was a family member. Maybe, in the end, Alex would eventually decide to resign. It makes no sense if she chooses to continue working for the company. She is putting herself in a tricky situation since all her colleagues know or are friends with Ariel. There is also a high chance that she will bump into Ariel every so often. TMZ reported that the Try Guys have no plans to also dismiss Alex. Even if Ned had already been fired for his affair, Alex would not follow suit. Unlike Ned, who was in a position of power, the other Try Guys feel that they have to do something to protect her. But it seems that Alex is not working anymore for the Try Guys. She wasn't on the employee list under their recent videos. Alex has also removed her job title as a Try Guys producer from her Instagram bio and a Food Babies highlight post from her profile. She was subtly announcing to her fans that she was no longer connected with the Try Guys. Fans were also wondering what would happen to Food Babies since Alex was one of the main hosts of the show. For those who don't know, Food Babies is a spin-off series of the Try Guys universe where Alex and her co-host, YB Chang, get to try different kinds of food. Both have become YouTube sensations, and their videos are liked by millions of people. Because of the controversy Alex is in now, maybe the Food Babies will also be discontinued. When fans asked YB if there would be similar content like Food Babies in the future, she answered that for the rest of the year, the Try Guys would spend most of their time on their content. She went on to say that they might make more videos next year, and she hoped to be a part of their plans. That was everything she knew for now. As for herself, she would continue her YouTube channel and focus on editing and her job. She opened up about being in a new show, totally different from Food Babies. Since she was working from home and has been busy with a lot of things, she's not felt the impact of the controversy her colleagues were involved in. Another bizarre aspect of this situation is that some old videos must be removed because they feature Ned, Ariel, or Alex. The Try Guys have also said that some videos would be taken down, which is incredibly disappointing. YB has also spent tons of hours creating and editing those videos, but in the end, they will just be taken down. In one of her fan comments, she expressed her disappointment at learning that the fruits of her labor would be deleted. She thanked all the people who have supported her all the way. Meanwhile, the Try Guys are really in a better place now, and they're posting multiple videos again. And whenever there's a chance, they throw shade at Ned, just like in their mediation video. Ned's face was also cut out on the book cover with a 404 error over him.
In Tai Chi, we do this. We actually did meditation as part of the Try Guys book that we wrote. Now you're like, Keith, I bought the book. You didn't do meditation. That's because nobody else did it and the chapter got cut. But I did it.
Fans find this hilarious, and maybe this is the Try Guys' way of showing disapproval of what Ned has done. At this point, no one felt sorry for Ned because he was the cause of all this mess. It's okay if bad things were to happen only to him, but with his illicit affair, he has stained the good name of the other Try Guys. This isn't easy for anyone, especially letting go of Ned. All of them worked so hard to make it to the top, only to be knocked down by a selfish and immature act. The guys are now moving forward and will continue to treat us with good videos. So what are your thoughts about this? Alex was fired, or did she resign of her own volition? Will there be a big change in the Try Guys format now that Ned is not a part of it? What will happen to Ned now? Will he start his own YouTube channel? Share your thoughts with me and stay tuned for our next video. Are you not entertained? If you are, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.